transportation system of any country relies heavily on efficient traffic management. It allows for easy flow of vehicular movement and rid the road of heavy traffic that consumes time of road users. Government of the day must therefore continue to prioritize traffic management to ensure smooth flow of traffic and reduce congestions on roads, particularly in urban areas. The Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Agency, TRACE, in Ogun State, has been responsible for ensuring the safety of road users and easy flow of traffic for the last 20 years, and this they have done consistently.
Since the establishment of TRACE in Ogun State, they have been doing a lot of work. If you have anything pertaining to accidents, immediately they get there, and whatever they see there, they are going to deliver it. They are not the type of people, officers that we see something and they will see they didn't see it. So they are good officers.
I really appreciate TRACE very well, and really, being a member of Road Transport Employment Association, we collaborate together, which we do so many things. They are good. We give them kudos.
It's been a great one. It's been good to have them around because they've been keeping, to some extent, they've been cautioning us drivers to be law-abiding citizens and to obey traffic rules. So in a way, it has helped to reduce the rate of accidents in the state. What I would suggest, one, we need our road signs should be properly visible for people, for drivers to know, okay, this place I'm not supposed to make a U-turn, this place the speed limit for this place is so much. So we need more visibility or traffic signals around. That's basically what I feel. And they should do more enlightenment on maybe radio and television.
Under the leadership of Prince Nta Abeokuta in Ogun State, there has been consistent capacity building and training for officers in road management and traffic control to boost their productivity and service delivery. This year, like the previous, the Ogun State Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Agency, TRACE, organized the 10th edition of its annual Commanders Conference held at Valley View Auditorium, Government House, Nta Abeokuta, in Abeokuta, which also coincide with the agency's 20 years anniversary. The chairperson, Road Safety Advisory Council, and the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Engineer Nta Abeokuta, while declaring the conference open, said that the agency has become an essential arm of public safety in the state and not just an enforcement agency.
It's a great pleasure for me to be here with you again as we mark a significant milestone in the life of the Ogun State Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Corps, TRACE. We are marking 20 years of dedicated service to the state and the 10th edition of this annual TRACE Commanders Conference. As the chairperson of the Ogun State Road Safety Advisory Council, SASA, I have had the privilege of working closely with TRACE and seeing firsthand the critical role the agency plays in the day-to-day lives of our citizens. Over the years, the Ogun State Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Corps has proven to be more than just a law enforcement body. It has become an essential arm of public safety, educating motorists, reducing accidents, and saving lives daily. From managing congestion in urban centers to ensuring swift emergency responses on our expressways, TRACE has become synonymous with discipline and order on our roads. The people of Ogun State are indeed indebted to the officers and men of TRACE.
Engineer Nta Abeokuta emphasized on the theme of the conference, saying that the conference is geared towards improving the officers and promoting professionalism. She also reiterated the strong support TRACE has received under Prince Nta Abeokuta-led administration.
The theme of this year's lecture, Building Resilient Leadership and Management Models for Traffic Personnel Managers in Ogun State, is both timely and relevant. In an increasingly complex traffic environment shaped by population growth, industrial expansion, and new mobility patterns, the ability of our traffic personnel to adapt, lead, and manage effectively is no longer optional, it is essential. This symposium and conference are therefore much more than ceremonial events. They are strategic platforms to upskill officers, promote professionalism, and reimagine the future of traffic management in Ogun State. Let me also use this opportunity to highlight the strong support that the Governor of Ogun State, His Excellency Prince Nta Abeokuta CON, continues to give to TRACE. Understanding the critical role the agency plays in maintaining order and safety on our roads, His Excellency recently approved the recruitment of 1,000 additional officers and men of operational strength across the state. This deliberate investment reflects the high priority our administration places on road safety and the effectiveness of traffic management in our state.
The Deputy Governor described the existing collaboration of the agency with other security agencies in the state as effective, while urging TRACE officers to sustain the legacy of discipline and excellence.
I must also acknowledge the enduring spirit of collaboration that exists among our security and enforcement agencies. The presence of the leadership or representatives of the Federal Road Safety Corps, the Nigerian Police Force, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, the Nigerian Immigration Service, and the SOSAFE Corps here today underscores the fact that road safety and traffic management requires synergy across institutional boundaries. TRACE's effectiveness has been greatly enhanced by these partnerships, and we are grateful for the mutual respect and cooperation that continue to define inter-agency relations in our state.
To the entire TRACE family, I encourage you to sustain this legacy of discipline, excellence, and continuous improvement. And to all stakeholders present, thank you for your partnership in building safer roads and for a more secure future for all.
She acknowledged the leadership of TRACE under the watch of the State Ministry of Transportation for providing a forum for critical reflection, professional development, and strategic engagement.
I wish to acknowledge the leadership of the Ogun State Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Agency under Commander Dr. Sheni Ebuemi and the Honorable Commissioner for Transportation, Engineer Nta Abeokuta, FNSC, for their continued commitment to institutional growth through initiatives such as this. By providing a forum for critical reflection, professional development, and strategic engagement, they have reinforced TRACE's role as a forward-looking agency in the advancement of traffic management across our state.
In his opening remarks, the Commissioner for Transportation, Engineer Nta Abeokuta, said TRACE, since inception, had distinguished itself as one of the best traffic management agencies in the country, while urging officers to continue to discharge their duties responsibly.
TRACE has since Commander took over as leader in 2015, now a leader, some 10 years ago, has established itself as a premier enforcement agency in Nigeria. TRACE is now recognized for various achievements, including as an agency that offers rapid response to incidents on our road and transport networks, an agency that operates efficiently and maximally when called upon to serve the citizens and people of the state, an agency that is very quick and accurate in dissemination of traffic conditions and information concerning transportation across the states. The state is an organization that is very efficient in the use of scarce resources in delivering excellent services to the people and businesses of the states. An agency, an organization, an institution that relies for the smart presentation of its officers, as you all are again today. An agency that's recognized for its achievements of various sectoral targets in safety and traffic management. And last but by no means recognize for the vibrant and melodious praise band that adorns our events with melodious music whenever called upon to do so.
Welcoming guests earlier, the outgone Trace Commandant, Engineer Shani Ogunyemi, said the agency has consistently remained committed to traffic control and safety management despite the challenges it has faced. He appreciated Governor Nta Abeokuta for approving the recruitment of 1,000 traffic officers aimed at strengthening its workforce.
From humble beginnings in 2005, navigating through public security and institutional challenges, Trace has grown into a respected arbiter of traffic order, safety advocacy, and civic responsibility. The agency's establishment filed a critical void in traffic control and road safety management within the state, and in doing so, laid a foundation that has supporting millions of lives, businesses, institutions, and promoters. The journey so far has not been without challenges, but through commitment and collaborative efforts, we have made remarkable progress. Of one of our greatest challenges apart from the patrol vehicle planner. But I'm glad to state that Governor Nta Abeokuta's administration is already looking into this through the approval of the recruitment of 1,000 additional operatives for Trace in order to build the capacity of the agency. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as Trace clocked 20, we did not merely look back, we also look ahead. We commit ourselves to the idea of accountability, public trust, and technological advancement. We envision a smarter pace, digital empowerment, youth-driven, future-ready, a trade that not only enforces compliance but also inspires the culture of voluntary discipline on our roads.
Several goodwill messages poured in from dignitaries at the event.
I congratulate the Trace Command of the state for the 20th anniversary. I wish you, on behalf of the head of service, 1 year to celebrate. As capacity building advocates that we all know our head of service to be, he has charged me to stress the importance of training to the public officers. I don't need to remind you that with training, it will improve your knowledge and the technical know-how. It will give you more confidence apart from your career advancement. It is also important to the organization because it will improve the quality and the output of your command. And to the society and the state at large, it will increase our economic growth. Therefore, the head of service had charged me to implore you to please pay attention.
First, let me congratulate Trace, the commander of Trace and Trace, for attaining that 20-year mark. I know it has been a long journey. Just as the commander mentioned, there have been some beautiful moments, some bad moments, and some ugly moments. But with all, Trace is still standing, and Trace will continue to stand. This training will serve to equip our officers and update them on the knowledge of traffic laws, intelligence enforcement, crisis management, public engagement techniques, and the likes. I want to encourage the participants to open their minds to everything that we said here today, so as to be able to upscale their knowledge of traffic laws.
Without missing words that the journey so far has been very good. One remembers with Tadia that when I took over,
Trace existed in the office of the PS, Bureau of Transportation. The uniforms were there. Those of us that started, especially the courses 1, 2, we moved from there, starting with only 2 commands, Abeokuta. Then we expanded to Rema, to Yewa. But today I must say, anywhere you go, you see members of Trace.
I want to congratulate Trace on the 20th anniversary of its existence. We are partners in progress. I became a lucky 20 years ago also. When we praise the governor and the administration that approved your existence and also amended the law that created you. You are doing a very fantastic job. Prayer is the best is yet to come. You continue to improve by the grace of God. And you will never have any cause to regret joining the Trace.
I must congratulate Trace for the wonderful job they are doing for the past 20 years. And police, that is the lead agency in internal security. As part of our duties, we have traffic control as one of our statutory duties, which is also what Trace is doing. No one single agency is responsible for security, but collaboration between agencies brings a lot about traffic management and crime control in the state. We appreciate you for the job you are doing, and we hope that you will continue, not just continuing, but continuing in the strength in which you have started.
On this occasion, 20 years of service to humanity, resilience and professionalism. I wish you well, and I really appreciate the synergy that we have been enjoying in Ogun State among the security chiefs and the traffic agencies in the state. I will only admonish us that we should know that traffic management is always evolving and we must move with time, especially in the area of technology. As we are marking, because we are marking it together, as we are marking the 20th anniversary of Trace, we should look forward for more brighter and more rewarding service to humanity.
As a command, congratulate the Ogun State Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Agency on your 20th anniversary. 20 years of dedicated service to ensuring traffic order, safety and compliance in Ogun State is a remarkable milestone. I commend your agency's tireless efforts in promoting road safety, reducing accidents, and enhancing the overall quality of life for citizens. Your commitment to excellence and professionalism has earned you a reputable as a trusted and effective agency. I wish you continued success, growth, and impact in the years to come.
Delivering a lecture with the topic Building Resilient Leadership and Management Models for Traffic Personnel Managers in Ogun State, the Director of National Institute of Policy and Strategic Studies, Oba Sikiru Kayode Adetono School of Governance Study, Olabisi Onabanjo University, Agoiwoye, Professor Shola Adeyanju, noted that leaders should equip subordinates with problem-solving skills and adaptability to navigate complex traffic challenges.
Material resources can never be enough. That one is certain. Anywhere in the world, it's never enough. Then, human resources will have to be built. It doesn't just happen on its own. You have to put effort into getting it into. So, but in the place of doing these two, that's why sometimes you say we made a request that has not been granted. It is not the resources are not there. So, as a leader, the quantity of resources available to you, the question is how will you now manage it, or how have you managed it? knowing that those resources can never be enough. It means that you have to set your priorities right. You have to know what is right, what is wrong, at what point, who gets what, when, and how. You have to know all that. Now, it may sound easy, but when you are on the seat, you understand better the quantity of information available to a leader. It's not the same quantity available to followers. So what they are using to take that decision, you don't have that quantity of information because you are basing your own judgment on the quantity of information you have. So if you are on that same seat, you are likely to even do worse than that person. But you know, criticism is very easy. It is the easiest thing to do. But then those who have acquired the position of leadership know that it is not an easy task. And that's why we keep on learning, we keep on moving forward, we keep on exposing ourselves to the little that we can.
The high point of the program was presentation of awards to some dignitaries at the event. Here are the views of some participants regarding the training.
20 years is quite a number of time. You will agree with me that if you give birth to a child and the child is 20 years old, you will expect that that child is no longer someone that should be referred to as a child, but is becoming an adult. So for 20 years, the agency has done a lot in the management of traffic in the corridors, roads and corridors in the state. Our presence is in all the local governments of the state. You cannot move for 1 hour within the state and not see a uniform trace officer. And this goes a long way. You will agree with me that in the last 20 years, the rate of accidents on the roads of Ogun State has been drastically reduced due to our efforts. Response time to emergencies in Ogun State has also improved tremendously.
This kind of training that have actually assisted us and actually helped us to continue to do more. Like I said, this kind of job, there's a lot of challenges. But like I said, the love of job, this job will make you do more. The love, if you have the love of the job, it will make you do more. I thank God for all this training. We have been training, and thank God we've had this kind of conference for 10 good years. And it has actually improved all officers in this cadre.
It's expected of a leader when you attend a training like this, what you gain there is expected of you to actually pass it, the message to your subordinate or rather to your junior officer. That is part of good leadership, so that where they need to be corrected, you tell them where you as a leader is expected to be corrected of your wrongdoing. You also pass the message.
I want to appreciate the governor, His Excellency, Nta Abeokuta, for giving us the opportunity to have this year. It's just about a resilient leader. How can we survive from different kind of frustration? Well, he doesn't mind things that is happening based on the job. He doesn't mind what we are, the challenge we have. He doesn't mind, but a resilient leader should be able to take decision. Should be able to take up his mind, despite of whatever what you want to achieve towards the growth of the agency, towards the progress of the Ogun State. A resilient leader should be able to make up his mind to decide that the growth of the trace must be established.
With the capacity building and training organized for officers on road management, the officers are poised for effective service delivery, which would, on the long run, promote efficient flow of traffic in the state. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn, àjọṣe gbogbo wa ni.